friends, welcome to Game the Game. I'm your host, Becca Scott, and every week on this show, I get to show you guys a cool new tabletop game. This week, we're playing Black Rose Wars, and before I introduce you to my guests, let me show you how to play. We're summoning undead and destabilizing dormitories. That's right, it's Black Rose Wars from Ludus Magnus. This War of the Wizards pits 2 to 4 mages against one another in a competition for power points, the winner of which will become the new master of the Black Rose artifact. Setup begins with the construction of the Black Rose Lodge. Place the Black Rose Room and Throne Room in the middle of the table, adjacent to one another in any formation. Shuffle the remaining room tiles and place them randomly, using the Black Rose Room as the center of the lodge. Depending on the number of players, shuffle the mage cells face down and place them randomly in these spots for a 2, 3, or 4-player game. Each non-cell location receives an activation token placed face up on the tile, with the exception of the Black Rose Room. That goes on the power board, placed alongside the map, along with the quest cards from the first moon phase and the evocation cards. The event board goes on the opposite side of the lodge and receives a first moon event deck and the damage/instability tokens of the Black Rose itself. Quest cards and event decks from other moon phases are going to swap in later in the game, so don't worry about them yet. If you're playing with less than 4 players, be sure to remove any quest cards with the triangular dot symbol in the lower left. Finally, determine the first player by selecting the person who last gave or received a rose and give them the first player crown. Starting with that player and proceeding clockwise, everybody chooses a mage. Mine's name is Rebecca. And take the matching mini and character sheet and pick a color, taking the matching damage/instability tokens, protection and trap tokens, and rose pens. Again, starting with that first player, each mage chooses their starting magic school, which no other player can pick, and then select from the available starting grimoires to create their spell card draw pile, placed to the left of their mage sheet. Place each player's point token and the Black Rose point token on the 0 space of the power track. Flip the mage cells and place each player's mini in the cell of their color. The magic school cards are then returned to the table and form the base for each deck of spell cards, including the forgotten spells, which will enter the game in the second moon phase. During the game, mages and the Black Rose itself will gain power points tracked on the power board. Once any token reaches the power point level of a new moon symbol, the next phase begins and the event and quest decks are exchanged. These new events and quests are more powerful and more dangerous. Additionally, in the second moon phase, the Black Rose Room activation token is moved to the tile, and players can now access the forgotten spells. These uber-powerful machinations are unique, and once cast, are removed from the game. Gameplay occurs over a series of turns, each divided into 6 phases: Black Rose Phase, Study Phase, Preparation Phase, Action Phase, Evocation Phase, Cleanup Phase. In the Black Rose Phase, the owner of the crown token is labeled as first player. No matter the change in crown possession this turn, that player is first until the beginning of the next turn. Event resolution occurs in the following steps. First, any events in the active spaces shift 1 space to the right. If an event is discarded, it's out of the game, and the Black Rose gains power points equal to the value on the lower right of the card. Next, the mage who would go last on this turn draws an event card from the deck and places it in the indicated space on the bottom of the card. The Black Rose gains power points both for the event entering play and potentially for leaving it. Additionally, any event cards drawn that have the crown symbol above the numeral of the moon phase allow that mage to take the crown token and will be the first player next turn. Lastly, starting with the first player, each mage that doesn't have at least 1 quest card draws one from the deck of the current moon phase. If the mage dislikes their quest, they may discard it, but the Black Rose gains power points equal to the number of the quest moon phase. Each mage is limited to 2 quests at a time, and during the game, as players complete quests, they reveal them and gain the reward listed in the power points in the bottom right. Next up, in the study phase, each player draws 2 cards from their own grimoire. Starting with the first player, each mage draws any combination of 4 cards face down from one of the 6 magic schools. Of those 4, each player keeps 2 and discards 2 of their choosing in front of their matching school. If a mage exceeds their hand limit, as listed in the top left corner of their mage sheet, they must discard to their memories area, aka discard. In the preparation phase, each mage chooses their strategy for the turn by placing 2 to 4 cards on their mage sheet face down. They must place one of these in the quick spell slot, and once everyone has placed their chosen cards, the preparation phase ends. Alignment is key. Each spell card has a normal and reverse effect, the top facing one being the active spell for the turn. Placement is also important. The order of the 3 main spells can only be resolved left to right in the upcoming action phase. The quick spell, however, is immune to the placement order of the spells. Once the preparation phase is over, spells are locked and can't be moved. Next up, the action phase. Be sure to check the active events on the event board and note when they occur. In addition to the spells on their sheet, each player has 2 physical action tokens, each with 2 options to use when activated, after which the player flips them to their expended side. Starting with the first player and moving clockwise, each mage can perform one of these possible combinations. 1 physical action, 2 physical actions, 1 physical action and 1 quick spell, 1 physical action, 1 standard spell, 1 standard spell, 1 quick spell, 1 standard or quick spell. The only combo you'll notice that is not listed is 2 standard spells. Chosen combos can be performed in any order. To activate a physical action, a player may either move up to 2 rooms and activate the room where they ended their movement, or inflict 2 damage to a target present in their current room and activate that room. These actions can't be divided to fit a spell or a second physical action between the 2. The mage then flips the token to its expended side. Spells come in 4 categories, marked in the top left. You got combat, contingency, protection, and traps. Next to each category is the spell's element, used to restrict or give bonuses for events and other spells. And finally, the target on the top right denotes how far away the legal target can be to be affected. Range in Black Rose Wars works in line of sight, and all rooms can be seen through. A target within legal distance of a spell still needs to be within line of sight of the caster. To activate a spell, the card must be chosen in the proper order and is then flipped to reveal its effect. Traps and protection spells work a bit differently. When a player declares one of these types of spells, they instead place the relevant token on the face-down card, awaiting the trigger known only to the caster. When taking damage, mages assign damage tokens from the casting mage's pool to the target's life bar from left to right. When a mage runs out of open life bar slots, they are defeated and return to their cell. Count up the damage tokens based on color and award power points based on each player's damage quantity. First place receives 4 points, second receives 2, and anyone else who dealt damage to that mage receives 1 point. The mage who delivered the killing blow receives a trophy token from the defeated mage, worth points in the endgame. Return the damage tokens to their owners, and the defeated mage must spend their next turn to leave their cell if possible. Some spells are so powerful they generate instability in the room from which they are cast. Whenever a mage casts a spell card with a vortex symbol in the middle section, it produces 1 instability token of the caster's color in their current room. Some of the coolest spells in the game, evocations, allow players to summon allies to the lodge. Each mage can have a maximum of 3 evocations at once, and if any minis are missing from the reserve because they've already been cast on the battlefield, the casting mage can take one off the board and re-evoke it under their control. Players continue performing actions until they have no more to take, at which time they pass. Once all players pass, the action phase is over. In the evocation phase, each minion can move and attack. Starting with the first player, each mage may resolve all of their evocations in any order. If an evocation loses all its health points, its card is removed back to the power board. Finally, in the cleanup phase, a sequence of events occurs to resolve the turn. First, all mages move their expended spells to their memory pile. Unresolved traps are an exception to this rule. Mages may opt to retrieve them to their hand at this time, playable in a future turn. Next, reset all the activation tokens on the board to their available side. Then, check which rooms have become unstable and award the activation token to the mage with the most instability tokens in that room. Finally, check to see if any mage or the Black Rose have reached or exceeded 30 power points, at which point the game ends and players count their points. Otherwise, a new turn begins. To calculate the final score, players tally the following items. Quests. The mage who completed the most quests receives 6 power points, second place receives 3, and any other mage with at least 1 completed quest gains 1 point. Trophies. Mages count the trophies they won from defeated players. First place gets 4 points, second gets 2, and anyone with at least 1 trophy gains a point. Unstable rooms. The activation tokens acquired from destroying rooms are each worth points as well. Finally, the current crown bearer gains 1 point. The mage with the highest score wins and becomes the Grand Master of the Black Rose Order. And that's Black Rose Wars! I'm Becca Scott. And this was a long one. When's lunch? Alright, let me introduce you to who's playing Black Rose Wars today. Way on my right, we got Jordan Pridgen, games enthusiast, programmer, RPG player on saving throw. What's your catchphrase, Jordan?
My catchphrase is, who'da thunk it?
Nailed it.
Yep.
Also on my right, we have Mark David Christenson, actor, improviser, man of many hats.
That is true.
Is it just one hat or many hats?
Many hats. I have, this one's just today's.
What?
Hey, yo.
What's your catchphrase?
Have fun.
It's been done.
That's been done.
I'm just saying.
Well,
It's okay.
Oh,
You
man.
can always revise it or stick with it if you're happy
Wow,
with
I'm
it.
already getting judged. That's my new catchphrase. I'm already getting judged.
Solid catchphrase. Love it. And Pisha Warden back again.
Hello.
Also actor, improviser, and mermaid?
Yeah, she's out in full effect today.
Yes! She was swimming.
Swimming on my arm.
What's your catchphrase, Pisha?
These beans are regular.
Yes. See, Mark, that's a good catchphrase.
That's a good catchphrase. Again, already being judged.
It's amazing how often that catchphrase just comes up in everyday life.
All right, guys, you all know how to play. I've taken the first player crown because I probably know how to play the mostest. Now, the first phase, obviously, is the Black Rose phase, where we're gonna have Mark flip one of these events and read it aloud.
All right, here we go. The first event is Punish the Invocation. Each time a mage plays an invocation card, suffer 1 hit point by the Black Rose.
Dang. Oh man, there's no way to make this go away. We just have to wait. Now, it's going to immediately give 2 points to the Black Rose artifact, if you would, Jordan.
A 1, a 2.
I think you would be our official point power tracker.
I am set up for that job.
The tracker of the power tracker. Excellent. And you put it in the middle slot because it's indicated on the bottom of the card. And then next thing is we all need to draw a quest. I'll go first. Now you only draw a quest if you have no quest in your hand. Pisha, I'll pass you one.
Thank you.
Jordan, you want to grab yours?
I can grab my own quest.
Ooh, yes. Now, if there had been a crown token on this event card, Mark, you would have taken the first player token, but there isn't, so you won't. Now, we move on to our study phase, which is basically where we draw up cards. Okay, now we did this off camera. We each picked our grimoire, which is our starting hand. I chose necromancy.
Transmutation.
I've chosen destruction.
I am Illusion.
And we may as well mention our characters. I was very excited that this game includes a mage named Rebecca, which some don't know is my real name. It's crazy.
So different from the name I know you of.
I know, right? Who are you playing?
I will be playing Tessa, also known as the Rage Mage. That's not true.
Yeah, that was a fact.
For me.
It's canon now, you said it.
She looks rageful with her. She's got like this aggressive, like spelly pose.
Yeah, I hear drums
And
when I
she's
look
got
at her.
hooves, so you know.
I am playing Nero, who I would have called the Rage Mage, but it's been taken. So now I'm Flamey Boom Hands guy. Yeah.
I will be Telmelia. I think that's how you say it. Telmia? Telmia? Yeah, Telmia.
Tell me,
Tell me a joke. He doesn't have any. He looks very, the 80s, I believe, Merlin Excalibur. Like from the movie Excalibur, he looks very Merlin with that.
Totally. I expect you to do the voice all day.
I'll try my best when it gets to it.
And Rebecca's real into like death and bloody stuff and knives. It's hot. Okay.
I'm just an old man.
Yeah.
Cool, hanging out
What
with all
about your character though?
Him?
Burn!
Already being judged.
Inflict 2 health points.
All right, now we've selected our starting grimoires. We'll draw 2 up from the top of that pile, put them to the side. They're gonna be part of your hand, but first we each need to choose 4 cards from any of the 6 schools, and then we'll look at them and discard 2 back into those schools' discard piles. So I'll go first. I want some different schools than the one I started with. There we go. Pisha, grab some cards.
Can you hand me one of these, the ones on the destruction one?
Of course.
One destruction, please. Yes. 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 Yes.
All right, now I will take 1 from illusion. I'm gonna grab 2 from destruction, actually. I'm gonna lean in on that. And I'll try 1 from divination.
All right, well, I'm taking all 4 from destruction because I'm already getting judged. So I'm coming for you.
So we've all drawn 4 cards from different schools or the same school, and we've discarded 2. So now what we're gonna do is, in the preparation phase, assign the 4 cards in your hand to the 4 spell slots. You don't have to use them all, but you have to use at least 2, and one of them has to be a quick spell. Got it?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. Go team. Guys, I'm gonna do so much damage to you.
Oh, so sweet.
Okay, we have all adequately prepared for the preparation.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now we're moving on to our action phase. Y'all ready for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Change 1 note so it's not infringing on copyright. Perfect. Now in our action phase, we're gonna go around until we each run out of actions. Your actions can either be to spend one of these physical action tokens, which are either move or punch, or you can play either your quick card spell and a standard spell, or just your quick spell, or just a standard spell, or a combination of your physical action tokens and one of your spells. Got it? Let's see, where do I start? Okay, that's not fun yet. Great. I'm going to do this standard spell, but I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. I'm just going to place my protection token on it so it's activated, but only when I need it. And then I'm going to go somewhere
Sounds like
cool.
a trap.
Here's what I'm going to do for my second action. I'm going to move to the cemetery and summon undead. So
Oh, boy.
I will take this undead evocation and place it under my first evocation slot, and then I'm going to flip the cemetery icon. Okay, that is my first turn. Now it's Pisha's turn, and remember, you can't deal damage to a mage in their dormitory.
I'm going to use this guy to move a few spaces. Yes?
Sure.
Yes? Yes. I'm going to go to the treasure room. Is that what that
Ooh.
says? So, moving to this space, we gain 1 power point. So I gain a power point, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Would you
All
find
right.
her little token and move it to the one?
You
Okay.
are the
Tessa.
one that's
Flip this.
got
She's got
the...
horns.
Yeah, got it.
And
Yes.
flip this
One.
guy because it's active.
The treasure room gets flipped.
All right, so that is my first move for my turn. And my second one, I want to, for traps. Should I just activate a trap?
So the
Or should
way
I hold on to it until a moment that it's makes sense?
you activate it by placing the trap token on it, and because we have a prototype, we'll represent a trap by placing a protection shield and then putting a damage
Aha.
token on top.
And then how do I
Perfect.
know when I get to use it?
Anytime that the trigger is activated, and the trigger is shown by the 3rd symbol at the top.
I believe my turn has come to a conclusion.
Excellent.
Jordan?
All right, Nero is going to come forth from his room, head to the alchemical laboratory using the move action thing, and activate the room. So the alchemical laboratory, draw 2 cards.
laboratory.
Laboratory. I watched a lot of Dexter's Lab when I was a kid.
Get out of my laboratory, Didi!
Exactly. So I get to draw 2 cards from my grimoire. So
Ooh.
I've got those now. And I also have completed my quest. Oh yeah, I've also completed my quest. Yeah, which was activate the room, alchemic laboratory.
And your quest should give you points at the bottom.
Oh, right. Oh, yes, it's just one, so I will just move myself up one.
Brilliant. It's not just one. It's the first
It's one.
one.
Yeah, well, she had one. So it's the second one.
Quest
But it's my
count.
first one.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. It's
Yes.
important. Mark David Christensen.
I was just getting mesmerized by this point talk.
Is it too much numbers?
No.
Counting all the way to one.
Tell me all!
Then I'm also going to activate my first spell, which is a protection spell. So I am putting that on it. And I will flip this because this room has been
There, you've
activated.
activated it.
Activated.
Now tell me his first thing will be to walk out of his dormitory through the summoner room into the sacrificial altar. So I'm activating it by flipping it over, right?
Yes. And also, we'll just kick this guy off your board.
Oh.
Because we're in the prototype. In the regular game, you'll be able to flip it and it will be expended.
That's fine.
So the sacrificial altar
Inflict
inflict.
one wound to a target on the board.
It can be a player or one of their evocations.
I'm going to target your invocation of the undead.
Ouch. Okay. Well, give me one of your damage tokens, and it's gonna go on my undead. And now we know you did it. You did
Yes,
that.
I did that.
You did that.
And then for my last move, I shall activate that.
And it's a protection spell.
Yes,
under
it's a
there?
protection spell.
We got a lot of protection.
Tell me a
spells.
spell. Protection.
Tell me. I get it. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to move into.
Either of you can do one thing, and I will immediately target you for the rest of this game. There's one thing. If you do it, you will be my target for the rest of the game.
So there's something you don't want me to do.
If you get in the way of me successfully accomplishing my quest, beware, you will be targeted.
The mutually
Tell
assured,
me I will be like, tell me an enemy. Them.
Got it.
the
Okay.
mutually assured destruction route of board gaming.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, then I will try really hard not to do the thing that you haven't told me what it is, but you don't want me to do. So I move to the forge, and I'm gonna flip that, and the forge says I can immediately move to an adjacent room and make one attack. The only person adjacent would be you, Mark.
Uh-oh.
Or Telmia. Okay, Telmia, pow for one.
Oh, but then you activate my defense.
Ah, shit.
Which is, my defense is light cape. Redirect one hit onto a target.
Uh-oh.
So I'm redirecting your hit off of me, and I will go towards Nero! Why? Because
right.
he doesn't walk on the floor and it creeps me out.
All right.
Just use
so-
your feet, hero.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna get wild!
we might be nesting this stuff because I had a protection spell as
Go
well.
Oh, I didn't even check.
This is Ghost Assassin. I
Good
kind of
voice.
used his voice. I'll figure it out.
Ah, I like it.
Hey man, we're all making it up as we go.
All right. When the next spell targets you, for every card not revealed by the mage, choose Happy, gain 1 power for a max of 3 power points, or Sad, inflict 1 power point. Becca, how do I decide between it being happy or sad?
That's up to you.
I can just choose either
what
of
do
them?
you feel, Jordan?
So you can inflict 2 damage because I have 2 unflipped cards.
So it seems like even though the damage is coming from your spell because it was redirected, that's the spell that targeted me, so it makes sense that that's the one I get to respond to.
Oh.
So, you know what? Because you tried to put damage on me, I'm going to inflict. And I guess it'd be 3 because you have 3 not revealed cards.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Does
Hand
it
them over.
say? Ooh.
Hand your damage cubes
Take 'em.
over.
Does it say you do that instead of taking damage?
I don't think so. I think I still take the damage.
Great.
So,
I gave it to you.
great.
It's kind of worth it when you get to
Yeah, you hit me. I got you only once.
Whoa.
You got
3 already.
that
Tell me
was fun.
you got Ghost Assassin.
Now it's still my turn, and I'm going to play Spring Right. Summon a divine altar in your room. Earn 1 rose for each divine altar in play. Did you me? Do you have a trap there?
Go ahead, you finish your turn.
Okay, so I'm placing this divine altar evocation. And because we have a prototype and we don't have a mini for the divine altar, I'm going to put this token to represent a divine altar in the space with us. Because I have summoned a divine altar, I have to take 1 damage from the Black Rose because the event in play says to do that. Okay, Pisha, your turn.
I have one question. So did you use that second spell? Is that what was just done there?
Yes.
So it has the thing in the middle, so doesn't
the
that
black
create some
hole.
destruction?
Ooh,
Thank you so much. I did cause a little bit of instability in the sacrificial altar, so I put one of my tokens there.
Oh, well, speaking of which, I think I'm going to use this that I activated on my last turn, so this doesn't count as my starting yet. So this is the Profane Mark. Target a mage that enters in the room of a gray room. It says recycle heart 2.
You get to change 2 damages you've taken to your own and gain 1 power point for each conversion. If there are no wounds to convert, conflict 3 on the target mage.
So I just get to damage 3 against one of them, right? Okay, I'm gonna do 3 damages to Mark just because I just think it would be fun.
He's at 6 out of 10.
Already getting judged.
You came out of the gate saying you're going to be aggressive, and everyone's like, well?
Yeah, then everybody else is countering by being more aggressive.
He can't come at all of us at once, is what I'm saying.
Everybody's safe right now for me.
So now that my actual turn is starting, I'm gonna skip a doodle out of here. Skip a doodle, and I'm gonna go 1 space.
No, don't do that.
And I'm gonna activate the throne
why I got
room.
all upset.
And then let's see what this is. The throne room. I take the crown token. Gimme. No. No. That's perfect. It fits me just right too. I'm just gonna wear it.
In a sense, that was a lot more aggressive than the other things.
I know.
It's true.
You've taken the crown away from Becca.
I
You
do
were
have
both pretty aggressive towards Mark.
I responded.
Now that I'm in the throne room and I've got all the bling, I think that's all I need to do for this turn, and I'm gonna just pass it on.
All right. Stole my crown. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, for my second turny thingy here, I am going to, Nero is going to move into the center through the throne room, now already activated, into the Black Rose room. And once I am there, I'm going to activate my second spell, which is Ice Burst. Inflict 2 damage to all models in the target room. Hit mages cannot use physical actions to move. So I'm going to hit both of you guys and lock you in that room for the next thing. Ice Burst!
Wait, is that on next turn just now? I can't move?
You can't move. That's what
All
it
right.
says.
I'm getting screwed.
Yeah.
Did you also do damage, or you just locked us in place?
2 to each of you.
Okay. Well,
Mother,
guess
your border's
what?
so colorful over there.
you shush.
Ignore the next heart suffered. Assign 1 instability to your room. But because you did 2, I will take 1 damage and I will assign 1 damage to my room.
Now this is also a damage spell. So does that blow up the room that I'm in when I cast it in, or the one that I cast it to?
The one you cast it from.
Okay, so that does 1 instability to the Black Rose room.
Oh my.
And it had a range of 1 by the little targety thing. up
Perfect.
I can't move out of this room now. You really screwed me.
there. Magic.
For the whole turn. Yeah, he just can't move.
You really made me angry. So we're gonna do this spell, Illusionary Pain. Inflict 4 hits to the target mage. You most likely will get them back because if the target mage is not defeated by the end of this turn, they'll remove 3 of these hits.
So it's just 1 hit,
It's
basically.
1 hit, but for the time being, it's 4, and I'm doing it right at Nero. Take that.
So those would be
Nero.
yellow cubes.
Yeah, take
Perfect.
4 of those, buddy.
It's a good thing I have a massive amount of health. Mine just like keeps going.
Keep rubbing that in. Since I can't move, which I really want to do, I'm just gonna do my quick spell. It's Demon's Howl. Summon a Malakoda in the target room.
There you go.
Oh, scary.
It's
Yeah.
so scary.
Oh, we're sending that right at you.
Oh,
dude.
no.
Wow.
Coming for you.
Move on.
Oh, jeez.
Hooray.
Oh, fun.
It's okay. Gandalf was cool when he fought the Balrog.
Okay.
I'm cool.
No, you didn't. Oh, you did cause a little instability when you played
Oh, yeah, I
Illusory
did.
Pain in the room that you cast it from.
Oh, great.
Because your spell manifesting crumbles the walls of the room just a little bit.
Cool.
Ooh, I see your health is 2 away from death.
Oh, are you gonna attack me?
No. Okay, I am playing my quick spell, Evanescent Hope. This says that a target within a range of 2 loses 1 rose point.
Oh.
Then don't come after me. I don't have any.
Yeah.
Oh, don't
okay.
feel great about where I'm positioned right now.
You're all pretty even, aren't you?
I don't know.
Yeah, but there's a demon in my room, and I'm the only one in range, so...
It's a toss-up. So the Black Rose has 2 points. We all have 1 point except for Mark. So I have to take away 1 point from one of you guys. Pisha, I think I'm going to pick you because you don't have any health damage
Fair.
yet. Okay, so if you would take
Good
away
call.
1 rose from Pisha and give me 2, so I'd be up at 3.
Pulling ahead.
And that is all I have left to do because I only played 3 spells this turn instead of 4. So I'm done and I'll have to pass next turn. Pisha, what you got?
So this card is not useful to me right now, but because it's in my spell 1 position, I must play it. But nothing's actually going to happen to anybody because no one has a mutating altar in play.
What's the name of the card?
It is the right of control.
All right. And you can't play 2 standards, so it moves on to Jordan.
All right, now all of you have fallen exactly into how I wanted it to go. Actually, not quite, but pretty close. So I'm going to start by activating my my quick spell, which has a range. It is a person within 3 squares. And move the target by 1 room. If you move it into a room with another model, inflict 1 damage on both. So I'm going to use it on the demon-y thing, which is in my room, and I will mighty whirlwind it from this room into you guys' room.
Uh-oh. So Mark and I each take 1 damage.
And the demon takes 1 damage.
Kidding me?
Oh,
Wow,
from
that's a-
you. So we need red cubes, please.
A boom, boom, boom. Here, from everyone.
I'm a
I'll
1
put it on
away.
Well,
Crowded room.
you were 1 away. But then I'm going
This
to...
is cruel.
Yeah, I'm a fire mage. So, after all of you guys are in 1 room, wow, that's convenient. I will cast Destructive Bolt, which has a range of 1 and inflicts 3 on all models in the target room. The target room cannot be activated. It's already been activated, but it done 3 to everyone in that room, which is...
So, okay, so I'm done.
That hurts me a lot. You can't go over max, so at least he didn't do more than
So don't try to.
Here's 3 for you.
that
right.
hurts.
Nope.
And I believe that the demon is
I think he's done
dead.
too, because it only had 3.
Yeah, he's super dead.
He's done.
Okay, so now we count up how many wounds you took from each player. So you've got
It's
1, 2, 3.
clearly Jordan.
Well, let's count. So 7 from Jordan, 3 from Pisha. You give these back. So Jordan, you're gonna get 4 rose power points
All
because
right.
you had the most wounds. Pisha, you're gonna get 2.
Yay!
I should have gone after Jordan, seeing that he had done the most damage to Mark when I took away 1 rose point.
Well, you didn't know I was going to be able to bomb your room.
And my Malakoda has been defeated as well.
He's so dead.
Where does this card go?
It just
to?
goes back in the pile.
Okay.
Do I get anything for beating
Let's
the
remove
Malakoda?
this. You are shortly lived, but really cool.
Your Malakoda don't want none of us. Nope.
Go on.
And then I go back to my dormitory, right? Because I just
you
got
do,
defeated.
yes.
And I because the Destructive Bolt was a destructive spell, it adds 1 instability in the Black Rose room.
Perfect.
So, because I hit him earlier with Ice Burst, which says hit mages cannot use physical actions to move. Now that he's been sent back to the room, can he move?
I'm gonna say that was wiped when he was killed. I'm gonna house rules that.
Oh, that makes sense.
Cool.
He wouldn't still have the ice on him.
You know, shake off that ice when you die and come back to life. Now, Mark, you are still in this round, but you have to move if you can out of your dormitory.
Yes, I do. Sorry, I wasn't ready to...
Die.
I wasn't ready to die, so therefore I wasn't thinking ahead on this from my dormitory. Pleasure room?
That's a cool place.
Pleasure room.
It's pleasures, plural. There's multiple pleasures in that room.
Just, you know what, let's do it, because it's just going to be funner to get going.
More fun.
So we're going to go move to the pleasure room, draw 1 quest from the actual moon deck. So
I think that's meant to be active moon deck.
Okay.
We'll go with that. Because
Boom.
there's different moon decks depending on the
Okay,
phases
so that
of the
gives me a
moon.
new quest, right?
That's cool.
Okay. And then we're gonna just do my last spell, which is a destructive bolt. Select a target, and then another 2 target in the adjacent rooms. Inflict 2 to the first and second target, and 1 to the third target.
Oh.
So I think I can only.
So you have to do it within a range of 1, because your range symbol right here is a person within 1. So you could only do that to Tessa, which is Pisha, in the throne room.
So, a question about the way that's used. If, let's say, he was in the forge,
I could have picked.
would he been able to do 1 and then 1 and then?
Yeah,
1?
well, you
Yeah.
would do 2 and 2 and 1. All right, now that also is a spell that causes instability, so put one of your damage or instability tokens in the pleasures room.
Of course, there's
Perfect.
instability in the pleasures room.
I know,
Oh.
right?
We should flip the pleasures room
There you go.
because it's inactivated.
It done
Your
been
pleasures
activated.
are activated.
I love when you tell me that. I have to pass because I've already used all of my actions. Pisha, what you doing?
Stupid. Can I reuse my quick spell?
You used it.
No, but I want
No.
to use it again.
Well, yeah, I want to do things too.
But the rest of my cards don't make any sense. I didn't pick good cards because I was like, I might need this later. I might
We're
need
all
this
learning.
later. And I haven't. Oh, okay. Well. Okay, well, I have to use this as my next move anyways. The Unstable Bind.
Ooh.
I remove 3 damage from the target room and heal myself 2.
Perfect. So let's add your instability to the room you're in, and then choose any room that you would like to remove 3 instability from.
I'm going to remove these 3.
Wait, don't you wanna hurt Jordan? Cause he's winning.
Well, if Jordan had 3 damage in this one room, so beep, boop, and beep.
Perfect.
And I'll pass that down. And then that means I get to remove my damages too. Oh, look at that. Fit as a fiddle.
Oh my, you're looking great. Look at your hooves, they're so shiny.
That's right.
Jordan, I'm done.
All right, I have used everything, so I have to pass.
Cool.
I've used everything too. I have to pass.
It goes back to you, Pisha.
Hey, look at that. It's my turn again.
You have 1 spell left. And by the way, at any time, if you don't want to use a spell, you can discard it for a movement of 1, but you don't get to activate in the room that you move into if you do it that way.
Well, then what good is it to move the 1?
Maybe something horrible is going to happen. Maybe you're within range of someone's evocation that you want to
else.
get away from.
Can you use the discard to move 1 and then use your action to move 2 more?
I don't see why not.
I will just discard.
Cool. So you will discard that to your memory pile, which is your discard that you'll shuffle up when you run out of cards in your grimoire. Okay,
Okey-dokey.
so next thing we have to do our evocation phase. In our evocation phase, if we have evocations, starting with first player, which is still me, even though you have the token, I have to move everyone first and then attack. And I'm the only one with evocations.
Yeah, my God.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Let's see. I am the only one in the room with my altar, and the altar has a movement of 0, so it's not going to do anything cool this round. My undead can move 2 and punch 2. Nobody's close to death, and I'm only within range to hit Jordan, so I'm just going to do that.
Also seems totally fair.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's give you 2 damage from the undead.
Womp.
It's not good when zombie warriors hit you. So that's what happens. So that's all that evocation can do. And now we move to the cleanup phase.
I like that I'm like so tired from casting spells that as this skeleton just rushes into the room and punches me twice, I'm like, I'll take it. I'm tired.
You did so many things, but now you're just focusing on staying afloat above your robes. Okay, now it's the cleanup phase. Everybody put your physical actions back on your board. Take all the spells you've played and put them into your discard pile. And we check to see if anyone has reached 30 power points. No one has yet. And great, good job. Good job. Good first round, everybody. I'm real proud of ya. Now we go back to phase 1. Okay, now it's time for the Black Rose phase. I'm going to draw an event. It does not get me the first player card. Each time a mage plays an evocation card, they earn 1 power point, maximum 3 per turn, and this card is called Great Summoner. It goes in the middle slot, but I would have had to slide this one over. And when it comes into play, Black Rose gets 2 power points. If you would, Jordan.
Black Rose moving up to 4.
All right. Next thing is everybody gets a quest card if they have none. Jordan, you're the only one that solved your quest, so you get 1 quest.
All right.
Okay, so remember, you're going to get a point when you play an evocation, but because of the other event, you're also going to take damage.
All right.
Ouch.
So now, Pisha, you're first to draw 2 from your grimoire, and then set those to the side. Those will be part of your hand. Then draw 4 from whichever piles you like.
All right, I picked winners last time. That's a lie. I'm just gonna go like 2 of these guys. Ooh, conspiracy. I'm into that. And maybe some necromancy. I'm into that too.
Very cool. Jordan.
I am going to grab 2 necromancy and a destruction, and then 1 illusion.
Sorry guys, you guys put me on edge. I'm going with all destructions.
I also had the exact same plan, but I guess I'll do 3 destruction and 1 necromancy. Okay, now look at them and discard 2.
So I have a quest of eliminating one of your spells from the game during the study phase, which I will complete right now.
Whoa! So you've already discarded your 2. You have a hand of 4.
Yes, and now I'm going to eliminate 1 as a difficult choice and complete my quest.
Perfect, and then you get 1 point for doing that.
Great.
We've all discarded 2 cards that we drew up, and now we're in the preparation phase, which means everybody put your spells on your mage sheet. Ready! All right, now it's the action phase, and let's remember as we go to check events. Right now, they all relate to evocations. Pisha, you're first.
Okay. I'm going to be starting with my quick spell, which is the Unstable Arrow.
Whoa.
I get to select up to 2 different targets and inflict 1 damage, and I get to assign 1 damage to the target's rooms. Who are my 2 targets gonna be?
Probably Mark.
I'm going to inflict it on Jordan and Mark, because sometimes girls have to be on a team together. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing.
Arbitrary, guys. It's arbitrary.
I get it.
That's that down.
No, we see how it is.
I'm setting
for
myself
you.
up to be totally bullied this
2
round.
more for their rooms.
Oh, right, their rooms. That too.
Okay. So pleasures room.
And then for my next move, I shall activate my next thing.
Your spell. You have a protection spell. Okay, great. So that was 2 actions. So now it's Jordan's turn.
And done.
All right, so that's you. You're in the crypt now, right? And then you're in the sacrificial altar right next to me. Okay, well, I am going to take an action to move, and I'm going to head to the summoner room, and I will summon Cerbero. Place a miniature of Cerbero in the room and take the relative evocation card.
There's your evocation card.
Give me that.
And we will make a mini appear. for Cerbero.
Cerbero.
What does he look like? Will you describe him there? He's got a long red mane.
He's got kind of a white fox head with a red mane and 2 swords. It's kind of Inuyasha-y.
Very
you know
cool.
what I'm talking about, right?
Everyone does.
You flying him in?
I'm cool. All right.
Do you cause... Oh.
That goes there.
Ugh. What a headdress.
And I am not going to do anything else this turn. I'm just going to take that action.
Okay.
White fox, more like silver fox.
Okay.
He's pretty cool.
He's cool.
Now, that was an evocation, but it wasn't an evocation card, so it doesn't trigger the event.
But it does use up the room.
There you go.
My turn. I'm going to do a move. I'm going to go back to the sacrificial altar.
It's a party.
So that will allow me to do this. So we'll activate it by inflicting a wound to a target on the board. We all know who I'm going to go after. His name's Jordan!
Hi, everybody. I'm Jordan. Who'd have thunk it?
And then for my second move, I am
Meteor
doing Meteor Swarm, which will inflict 3 on all models in the target room.
So, he is your
Okay.
target room. You're going to do 3 on him, 3 on his evocation, because all models in that room you're targeting get 3 hits. And then 1 on all models in all adjacent rooms adjacent to that, but you don't do damage to yourself.
Okay.
So, once
So I'm doing 3 to him, 3 to his invocation.
Killing Cerbero.
Whoa, dude, this is
Yikes.
This is a
He was
lot.
in and out, man.
He done died.
And if you would give me 2 cubes, I will take 1, and 1 will go to my mutant altar.
Ooh.
Wow, that was a good card.
I believe now that I am dead, I go back there.
And
And
then let's count those up, because
Count 'em
then I
up.
get a...
you get the most, so you get 4 there.
So I'm up to 5.
I'll take 2. I'm up to 5 as well.
Can I get a 1 participation point?
Yes,
sure
you
do.
do.
Yay.
Putting you up to 3. Here are yours, and here is
I feel
yours.
vindicated.
And dealing the killing blow, you get a trophy.
Well done.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
Did you already put one on mine? 'Cause you didn't-
I do think I need a trophy
yeah,
from
you gotta get
yours.
a trophy too from last time.
Thank you.
Trophy. Okay, my turn, and I would like to move and activate the throne room. And I have a quest here. It says activate the throne room. Instead of the normal room effect, give the crown to another mage. I don't think I can give it back to Pisha, which would be what I'd want to do, because then if an event is flipped that could give it back to me, that'd be better. So whatever, I'll just give it to Mark.
Ooh, wow, what exciting.
You're welcome. What
Hopefully
exciting.
I survive.
But now I am at 6 points, and I immediately activate the next moon phase. Moon cards, please.
Moon! We have the half moon now. Does that replace the quest stack that was already there?
It does.
Then,
Actually, those are events.
well, great.
Give them a little shuffle.
Here are the quests.
All right, so we're replacing the Crescent Moon quest deck and Crescent Moon event deck with the Half Moon decks, because I gained 6 points and we moved on to the next moon phase.
Half moon!
Okay, so I'm... I'm gonna flip this throne room because it's been done. And I finished my quest, got that point. Great. So now I could flip a card if I wanted to. Oh yeah, I definitely want to activate a protection spell. And because I've done 2 actions, that's my turn.
Well, crap.
Don't be upset.
I think I am going to use this and move.
Action token.
Action token, but I only want to go 1 space to the observatory. Get up, girl. And and activate it. And that means I get to draw 3 quests from the active moon and swap one of them with one of mine. Can you pass me 3 of those, please?
All right.
And then I get to...
Let's let you read those while Jordan does his turn.
That's a good idea.
Cool. And then you'll discard 2. Okay, well, while you're deciding, Jordan, go ahead.
All right, for my turn, I am going to use my quick spell, which I thought would be more useful in this mode, but would have been better in the other one now because I got sent back to my room, to Fire Dash, which is move into the target room 3 spaces away, up to 3 spaces away. Moving, inflict 1 damage on all models in the room where you are currently. I assumed I would be fleeing out of a big melee, but instead, I'm actually way out of the melee. So I am going to kaplursh into the throne room.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, well, you gotta do what's there.
So you're dealing 3 damage to me, huh?
No, I'm not. I don't do any damage. I would have dealt damage to someone if they were in my room, but I'm just using it as like a dash, basically.
Gotcha.
And then I am going to use my action, instead of moving, to punch you. I will just fire dash in and punch you twice. So you get 2 punchings.
Fiery sucker punch.
Well, I might as well, hopefully no one hits me more, but I'm gonna earn 1 point for each damage suffered with a max of 3. So I'll just take 2 points, I'm at 8.
You are at 8.
I have activated bone armor. My bones are armored.
So I just came out and was like, oh man.
Ha ha ha! Your knuckles hurt.
And it didn't actually protect you, it just made you feel better about getting hit.
That's exactly right.
I'm discarding my. These ones can go back to.
All right, we're on to me. We're on to Telmia. I'm going to use action to move into the arena and activate the arena, which completes my second quest, which will give me a point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where that is, gets me to 6. Then what this does is it says you and another mage in any other room have to resolve your next spell.
Who do you want to flip a spell?
Oh, who do we got? I'm going to go with Jordan because he hasn't touched any of his.
Uh-oh.
All
He's
right.
probably going to deal damage.
Real quick, does this mean I have 2 spells?
Yes.
2 spells now.
Yeah, you have to do your next spell right now.
So I'm going to do first
You do your next regular spell, I believe.
regular spell. That forces me to activate my spell.
What is your first spell there?
Well, the spell that I have to activate is Mighty Whirlwind, which I've used before, but I'm using it in a different mode now. That's the one that dealt 1 damage and moved. And for this turn, mages in the target room cannot leave the room using physical actions or spells. And I will just... I'm actually going to lock Becca in this room. So you can't leave this room.
All right, well, then to complete my turn, because I have one last move to do, since that was part of the arena.
I'm so mad.
I am flipping over my quick spell. This is Andromeda. I summon Andromeda! So that's an invocation.
So because this is an invocation, it does trigger the Black Rose stuff, right? Because that was a spell.
Oh yeah, what does it do? Because we just...
Okay. You have triggered Great Summoner. So you get 1 point. Good job.
Cool.
Also, you take 1 damage from the Black Rose because of Punish the Evocation.
Whoa. Okay. Great, guys. That's my turn.
Okay. My turn. I cannot move. So I will punch Jordan, take 2 damage.
I'm into it. We are just having a all-out mage fist fight.
Yeah.
In the
I
throne
totally
room.
forgot my other plan.
Oh, can I
Do
get
nothing.
Can I get a figurine from Andromeda, please?
Here you go.
Gracias.
Put it wherever it get put.
Boom.
Okay. Now that I've punched you, Jordan, with my physical action token, I'm going to end my turn. What you got?
Okay, I am going to use my moving card thing, and I'm going to go 2 spaces to the Oracle Room, which I shall activate. And that completes my quest to it's Steal Knowledge. I activate the Oracle Room, and instead of the normal effect, I choose a spell in the grimoire of another mage and add it to my hand.
Wow. So, you get to choose someone, look at their whole grimoire, and then pick.
So I have a question there. Because right now, all my cards are in the memories pile.
Those are your memories, not your grimoire.
The grimoire is on this
Zero.
side, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
All right.
nothing to steal from you.
You can shuffle.
In that case, I'm going to, I'll look at Becca's cards.
You know
I
what?
think she's got some good stuff.
Just go for it. Thank you. I have no idea what's in there. And add it to your
Ooh.
hand.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take this one.
All right. I don't know what it is, so I'm not even sad about it.
Where do I put it? Do I just hold on to it?
In
Like-
your hand. Yeah, I've got a hand still because
right.
I haven't played all of my cards the first round.
Cool.
And so I just have it off to the side.
Then, in that case, I'm going to summon a mutating altar and earn 1 point.
Ooh. All right. We'll just give you a token to represent the mutating altar. There you go.
Cool.
And 1 point for Pisha. Is up to 4.
Where do
Okay.
I put this here?
You flip it over and put it under your first evocation spot. Well, with
right.
face up, so its damage is showing, or health and all that stuff.
Delicious.
That's your
Look
turn.
out, Pisha. A token's coming in.
Catch.
Hey, look at
Nice.
that.
That was well done.
That was like magic.
So you summon it to where you are on the board.
I'm here.
Great.
I have already used my quick spell, and I have used both my actions, so all I can do is do my next spell, which, conveniently, I'm just going to use to kill Becca. I will cast Fireball! Fireball. Inflict 3 damage to all models in the target room. Ignore protection spells. So I will just target it right down where I am, and do...
You don't even need to pass me those tokens.
Yeah.
You can just give yourself 4 points
Yes,
for
yes,
having
yes.
destroyed me. And here's a trophy with my blood on it.
Hooray!
And then Black Rose gets that. And then you got second place by only dealing 1 damage, but you still get 2 points, Mark.
I'm up
Booyah.
to 10, and also by revealing a fire spell. Now that I've revealed a wind spell and a fire spell, I have finished my next quest, which
at
is
you questing.
reveal at least 1 fire spell and 1 wind spell.
Brilliant.
So I get 3.
Whoa.
That puts me up to 13.
That is a powerful quest. Was that in the first moon phase?
Yeah.
Dang. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Was that your whole turn?
That's it. That's all I can do.
Right.
This is dead.
You're done.
I'm done. I have no moves to make because you don't.
Alrighty.
Because your invocation is not. Like
That'll be in the next phase.
Cool.
Cool. So you'll still have more damage to inflict this turn. For me, I was sent back to my room like a bad girl, and now I can't move unless I discard a spell to do it. Gosh, I just want to punch Jordan now.
I get that a lot. I get that a surprisingly often amount of time.
So I have to discard a card. This would be so good to play right now. I'm going to discard it into my memories. And that allows me to just force a move 1 space. I don't get to activate that room, but I can activate a card. But I'm going to play a Destructive Bolt and select a target in an adjacent room and deal 2 damage to that target and another 2 damage to someone else in an adjacent room. So with my Destructive Ball, I'm going to deal damage to Mark.
Cool. Then that activates a defense.
Ugh.
So my defense is the Ghost Assassin. When the next spell targets you, for every card revealed by the mage, I can either gain or inflict 1.
Ooh. So I have revealed 2 cards already, so you either can do 2 damage right back at me, or you can get 2 points.
I'm going to take 2 points and leave you alone.
That's nice. But you still take the damage I gave to you, so I'm going to place 2 damage here.
Worth it.
I also damage your evocation by 2.
Oh, and just jumping back, when I did the fireball, it should have added 1 instability to this room.
That is a good point. I gotta put some destabilization in this biblioteca.
Do we need to do anything with this now?
Did you get your point when you created your evocation? Yeah.
I did.
We forgot to give you your damage for Punish the Evocation, but I believe you did get your point for Great Summoner. Okay, now Pisha, your turn.
So, I'm going to use the Overloader to assign 2 damage to a room with an altar. Oh my god, that's crazy because on my last turn I totally just got an altar in this room. That's crazy, right? So now I'm going to assign 2 damage to it. 2
Instability.
instability. These words.
All right, Jordan.
All these words.
Okay, well, luckily, having used most of my things, I don't have a lot of decisions to make. However, you guys have, again, played into my hand. I'm going to use Meteor Swarm to inflict 3 damage to all models in the target room and inflict 1 on all models in all adjacent rooms. That is a range of 2, which conveniently lets me hit right there, dealing 2 damage to everyone in that room.
Okay,
is
that means
so-
1 damage to everyone
you
around.
eliminate my invocation.
Wow, that worked out really well for you,
Take that.
Jordan.
Thank you. And is that you in that room?
Give that
Yeah.
back.
So
that's really
here's 3.
And then 1 to me, 1 to my undead, and 1 to Pisha.
Here you go, and
I'll pass.
hand this to Pisha.
Will do.
Thank you. And I would like to take this opportunity to use my my protective spell from earlier, the Obscure Armor, in which I avoid the next damage that I suffer by an enemy model, and the model that attacked you suffers 1 damage. So I'm gonna go ahead and send this right back to you.
Give me that.
And I'm gonna give you one of those.
Oh, thank you.
Good.
Ouch, ouch. Burn.
Yeah,
All right,
fun.
And that's it for
Use
me.
it.
great. You've already passed.
Yes, I have.
It's time for my turn. Okay, I am going to... Oh, thank God my undead is not dead yet. I get to remove one of my undeads from the target room and replace it with a superior undead. So I believe I get to remove damage from it. Okay, and that is my turn. We will move on to the Evocation Phase. Pisha, you're first, so your Evocation, if they can do any damage, can do it now.
I don't think they can they?
I don't think so. An altar can't move or damage. They just have health and other cool abilities. Oh, I am the only one with evocations again. All right.
I cannot do anything.
Great. So my superior undead can move 2 and punch 4. Come on, who do you think I'm gonna punch? All right.
Thank
They're
you.
in the throne room. Jordan, I'm gonna do 4 damage to you.
Yeah, I think I deserve that probably.
Yeah, you did kill 2 people.
Yeah.
Okay, and my mutant altar can't move, so that's the end of the evocation phase. Now we do cleanup phase, so flip everything back that was activated, move all of your cards you played into your memories, and if you need to, shuffle your grimoire.
All right, now I have to shuffle my grimoire.
Do I leave the mutant altar in this room, or is that also getting wiped?
You leave it where it is.
Okay, I'm gonna flip that over.
So now we're moving into our 3rd Black Rose phase, as long as nobody's reached 30 points, which we haven't. So now what we're gonna do is whoever is the last player is going to read a new event.
That
So-
would be you, right? Because
I gave Mark first player.
Oh, right.
right.
That's how it works. Balance the events. All mages with less than with less power than the Black Rose earn 2. All those with more than the Black Rose lose 2. So that puts.
I've already moved the Black Rose up 2 because Punish the Evocation moved into the discard, and that means we give the Black Rose 2, and we slide the other event over, and then this goes in what slot?
Okay, so this has an instant effect of 3 in the Black Rose when it comes in, and then everyone ahead of it goes down 2. So that's me and Telmia. So I'm down to 11, and he is down to 8. Whereas the 2 of you behind go up to 10 and 6.
All right.
So things have evened out.
Awesome. Well done. Thank you for handling that. Okay, now we each get a quest if we have no quests, starting with first player.
All right. I'm gonna grab one.
What have? Oh, you've got 2 quests
Because
done?
I've already done them, baby.
Dang! All right, I need a quest.
Oh, I need a quest.
Do you already have a quest you haven't completed? No.
No.
And I will grab a quest as well.
Now, if you want to, you can discard that quest, but the Black Rose artifact will get the points that you would have received. And now the study phase. So draw 2 from your grimoire, and then starting with first player, grab up 4 cards and
Sticking to
discard
this
2.
destruction.
The card that I took from
strategy.
you, Becca, should I mix that in with mine? Is that the idea?
Oh yeah, draw 4.
I think you put it straight into your hand.
Oh, okay,
Didn't
so
the
I can
card
just
say?
have it. Yeah, I can just have it whenever.
Yeah, you have an extra
Okay.
card in your hand.
Sweet.
As you guys are deciding what to discard, let's go ahead and prep if you're ready to prep. Well done, Mark.
Prepping.
I'm a okay student.
Cool, so we have all prepped, well done, and now on to the action phase.
Great. I'll kick us off because I wear the crown. So to start, I'm going to just go. I'm going to move. This is my first action. I'm going to move into the mirrors room. I'm going to activate that. First off, that means I complete my quest to activate the mirrors room. But then it says here on the bottom, instead of the normal effect, as soon as the magic mage earns Rose point, you earn the same amount plus 2.
As soon as a mage earns points, you earn the same amount plus 2, maximum of 4.
Great.
So that's, next time somebody gets points, you get their points plus 2.
Sweet.
Cool. And then I will use my quick spell to summon a Malakota into the mirrors room, and that's my turn.
Cool. My turn. Oh, I have to reset my actions. Didn't do that. Okay, great.
Oh, cool.
There you go, demony
also-
McDemon face.
Beautiful. You also, because of the event, the Great Summoner, you get 1 point for your evocation card.
And do I take
So-
damage as well?
Nope, I think that one slid off the board, right?
Yeah, and I think your Mimic Room should apply, because as soon as a mage earns points, it doesn't say another mage.
So then you would gain 3 more because you get that many points and then 2 more. So
Yep, so you're up to 12.
Cool. I went to 11.
12, I think.
Oh, 12? Am I
Because
not?
you were at 9.
That's where I already moved 1 more.
Yes, and then you get 3 more.
Oh, 3 more, yeah, 12. What?
Nice.
I get 3 more?
Cha. All right, that was your turn?
Cool. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. First things first, I would like to summon obscurity. An undead in the target room acts immediately, or summons an undead. So I'm gonna say it's in the throne room because I've got a superior undead in there next to Jordan. Ooh. So I'm gonna give you a 4 damage. You're 1 away from death. I
that don't feel
thought that
good.
would have killed you. Now I'm kind of regretting playing that now because maybe I should have waited till I could have dealt the killing blow.
yeah,
But I'm gonna get 4 points because look at all that damage I've
I got all,
done to
I
you.
got all
you
these hit
did.
points. I'm
You're
Nero.
winning
Nobody messes with Nero. I mean, they do. They often do.
that. They messed with you. You came hard at me, and now they're all after you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I can move somewhere and activate something. I'm supposed to play this first. I'm gonna say it still counts. You guys can say no if you want. Until the end of your turn, each wound inflicted by one of your undeads will earn you a point. Probably should have flipped those in the opposite order, but can we say that I did?
Sure.
Okay, I'll take 4 points, please.
All right.
And that's my turn.
So that puts you up to 14.
There we go.
I don't think I gave myself the 2 points earlier when I completed my quest. Now that I'm looking at these numbers, but
We'll do it.
Move it over.
There you go.
yeah,
We
look at that.
believe you.
Oh my god, I don't think I did it yet. I should still get 2 more points. I'm gonna just go ahead and use my moving card to move 2 spaces to here and to activate the forge. Which means
You wanted that forge,
I might have
didn't
wanted
you?
the forge.
I can immediately move to an adjacent room and make an attack.
Oh.
So I'm gonna do that.
I
guess.
I'm gonna guess you want to move where there's people.
Yeah.
Throne room, okay.
You want to go
So you're killing
Nope.
Jordan.
So I just give him
1 damage.
and then that kills him dead, right?
Go back to your dorm, dude.
Going back.
Oh, wow.
I'm redormed.
Now you did the final killing blow, even though I had 9 damage
know,
on him.
that was awesome.
So,
And you had the second most, even though you only had 2. So you get a trophy and 2 points.
Oh, thank you.
Becca gets 4
I get
points,
4 points.
putting her up from 14 to 18 and activating the second, the full
That
moon.
is immediate.
Cool.
Let's get some new moons up in here.
While Pisha goes from 8 to 10.
Ooh, all right. And then for my second move this turn, I'm gonna use my other action card to move into the pleasure room and activate that one, which will give me 1 quest from the active moon deck, the new deck that just came out.
Nice.
And that completes my last quest, which was to activate a green room and a purple room on a turn. So and that gives me 2 more points too.
What was your the forge in the pleasures room?
Yeah.
Gives you
Brilliant.
2.
Yeah.
You're up to 12.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
And she's back in the game.
Brilliant.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right.
All right. Well, again, I've been pushed back where I were before. So I am going to use my actions.
Yes.
I'm going to go to the treasure room, and I will activate it, which gives me just +1 power point. So this flips, and I go up to 12. And then I will activate my first spell, which is a protection spell.
I'm not
So-
ashamed to say I wanted the treasure room.
There it goes.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
my damage guys I can take back from you.
Oh,
You
right.
don't have to keep those.
You should probably have those, yeah.
So I'm gonna we're gonna move to, I just want to see what happens. Let's go into Sanctuary, and then we're gonna activate that. The Sanctuary room, by activating that, I heal 2 wounds. So I'm giving these back to you.
Oh, thanks.
And healing myself. Then my second move will be to inflict Meteor Swarm. It's up to 2, and it will inflict 4 on all models in the target room. So I can go 2, which will allow me perfectly to target that treasure room.
I don't
and
think
give
you're
you
gonna be able to
4
kill me.
points of damage.
Look at all this life I have.
Eh,
I'm just saying.
I just have pride in hurting you.
Fair enough. So that's 4 for me.
Yeah, 4 for you, sorry.
Did you just heal?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Dang. I wanted to kill you.
Do 1 destruction in that room too. Just
Oh, thank you. That makes that stable in the Sanctuary.
Okay, I'm going to move into. I'm gonna move into the arena. I'm spending my token and spending the arena. This means me and another mage have to do our next spell. My next spell. That was stupid. Inflict 2 damage to all models in the target room. I have to pick a target room.
Oh, you can go up to 2.
In a range of 2, but a range has to be in a straight line, and I can't hit any of you in a straight line. I can only hit your Malakota, so I will.
Does that give 2 damage?
Yeah, and then this is really stupid. And then I convert all damage in all other models in adjacent rooms to damage from me. If you don't have one that I can convert, then you take another one. I killed your Malakota.
I have had 2 Malakotas in this game,
hard to
and
keep 'em
both
alive.
have not been alive for the invocation.
I don't want to be standing next to it for invocation
Ugh.
phase. Okay, that's my turn.
Fly away.
Well, I take him.
All right.
Oh, I had to pick someone else to do one of their
Yeah,
spells
right.
immediately.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Pisha. If it's a trap or a protection spell, you can just activate it by putting a
Oh, okay.
token on it, just like normal. Oh, so you did have a protection spell?
It's a trap.
Oh, okay, so our little code is you put a
Oh, right.
token on it.
normally there'd be a different indicator, but
It's a prototype.
Roll
Pisha, your
okay.
turn.
All right, now I'm going to summon a mutating altar in the target room and assign 1 instability to it for each mutating altar in play. So I will put it in. Do I just put it in any room that I want, or the room that I'm in?
What's the range?
It's-
Range
it's-
of 1.
Oh, 1. Okay. In that case, I'll put it in this one, the throne room.
All right, we need a token for the mutant altar, and you've got it in the throne room, and then there's actually 3 in play because you have 2 and I have 1, so you get to do 3 damage to the throne room.
Ooh. Oh,
Want me to reach it for you?
bummer. Okay, sure. I should have just used it in the room that I was in.
Here it comes. Here comes an altar. Whoa!
I mean, if you want to put it in
Altar's
the
in
room
the
you're
sky.
in, I ain't mad at you.
Let's just do that then.
You want it in the treasure room?
Oh no, I'm in the
Oh, right.
pleasure.
The pleasure
I'm in the
room.
pleasure room.
Pleasure
I'm
room.
Oh,
quite busy in
you're
the pleasure room.
1 away from destroying that
no.
pleasure room. No
That's
more
not
pleasures
bad.
for anyone else.
Okay. And then I'm going to use this card, the Ice Burst, to inflict 2 damage to all models in the target room. Hit mages, flip 1 action token. I can move up to 1 square away. So that would be the throne room.
That is my superior undead. Is the only one you can hit.
That's fine.
Cool.
I still hit you. I punch you in the face.
That's fine. The superior undead says,
Ouch.
All right,
Yes.
okay. For my turn, I really needed to activate the forge, so I'm going to use my action to go to the forge. It's already been activated. However, I planned ahead for such a contingency.
Whoa.
So I will use my quick spell, which is Change the Plot. You can activate an already activated room, except for the Black Rose room, and earn 1 power. So I will go up to 13, and then I will activate the forge, which the forge is normally you get to move 1 and punch. But my quest, which gives me 2 points, so I'm up to 15, lets me, instead of the normal room effect, I can move 1 and punch with the next punch inflicting 4 damage. So I am going to move here, and I will whack you for 4.
Do you have a protection?
I have a
That's some
trap.
kind of
That's
trap.
So now
It's not
take
activated,
that
right?
No, I
damage.
actually
I'll
don't.
pass those over.
So that's 4 there, and then I also, because Change the Plot was an unstable spell, do 1 in the forge.
Wicked.
That's
Ooh.
it for my turn.
For my first turn, I'm doing the spell of suggestion. Choose the target invocation, which is only that one. I have 2 choices. The first one is acts immediately under your control, or moves into the room of their summoner and attacks with 1. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move him into your room and attacks you.
I love it.
And I think that gives me, yeah.
You just attack for 1?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
no.
you can only move it into the room of their summoner, and then boom.
That's
Then that leaves me with my second action, a second spell, which is another suggestion. But on this one, it's choose the target mage, and I have the choice of either making them move 1 and attack under your control, or reveals their next spell, gaining me 1 point if it is, if it has the symbol
Invocation?
of the
I think that's
whatever
the crystal ball.
the crystal ball, or gain 2 if it is an attack. Well, I'm going to make you
Okay.
reveal your next spell in the hopes that it gives me something.
Okay, so you will get 1 point because it is a crystal ball
I just get a
spell.
point.
And then mine says move into the room of a target model and then inflict 2 damage and move the target into a blue room. And I can do that anywhere, so obviously I'm gonna give you that damage. So I'm gonna move into your room
I'm over there.
and I will deal 2 damage to you. And then I'm going to move you into a blue room, which I guess is just gonna be the Oracle room. Wow, is that your turn?
That was my turn.
Brilliant. Now it's come back to my turn, and yet we must end the game early. I think we were all winners today.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I feel like it.
Yeah, if we look at the leaderboard, Jordan, looks like you and I are technically in the lead, but we're not counting trophies. We're not counting our most quests. So,
Or that room I destroyed.
ooh, yes, you did destroy a room, which we haven't even gotten to because we would flip it in the cleanup phase.
You can see how the speed of like getting power points kind of increased as like the quests got better and stuff like that.
Totally. As we move on in moon phases, things happen more quickly. Final thoughts on the game, Jordan?
I like it a lot. It's much simpler than it appears when you like first check out everything. You just blow stuff up and cast spells, you know?
I'm a big fan of this game. I think once you get the hang of it, it can go really fast. This is a good game, though, that I think you want to have friends in for the night.
Yeah, I love this game. There is a little bit of a learning curve just because of the number of pieces, but like you guys said, once you get into it, turns start going faster. I think the art is absolutely gorgeous. I really love the detail of the minis and the art on all of the cards and the fact that there's different moon phases and different events. There's so many moving pieces that make it really enjoyable, and really things can come at you from any angle. Even the board.
Yeah.
Pisha?
Yeah, for me, this was great. I'm not one who plays a lot of games like this with decks and things, and I feel like just now I'm really getting in the groove of it, that I'm like ready to do it. So yeah, if even I can figure this out and enjoy it, then anybody can. So that's reassuring.
Well, guys, it is always such a pleasure to hang out with all three of you, or you're wonderful human beings. Thank you for coming.
Thank you
Thank
for
you for
having me.
us.
Everybody at home, thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed Black Rose Wars as much as we did, and we'll see you next time on Game the Game. Bye.
I'm already being judged.